Superglue, krazyglue, and a range of other brand names for glues are all based upon the chemical cyanoacrylate, and it's renowned for sticking two items together in a relatively short length of time. As well as mending items, forms of cyanoacrylate are also used for sealing cuts on the human body. So how does the glue work? Why sometimes do people struggle to get it to work? Well, there's a popular myth that cyanoacrylates were originally developed for treating wounds. However, they were developed in World War II, but it wasn't until 1958 they were made as a glue. It wasn't until 8 years later in the Vietnam War that the glue was found to be useful on the battlefield in wound situations. Cyanoacrylates are a relatively short molecule. However, in the presence of water or even moisture from the air, these short molecules link up with each other to form a polymer, or a long chain of repeated molecules. It's the forming of these chains which give the glue its strength and the ability to bond really quickly. The word polymer comes from the Greek poly meaning many, mers meaning parts, so a polymer is formed from many parts. Polymer formed by the glue shares some properties with other polymers like polythene, all kinds of different polymers. The chain of molecules holds very tightly along the length of the chain. This chain may stretch when pulled, but it's difficult to actually break. However, it's possible to break the chain by applying a shearing force across the chain. This can mean that the glue applied to a very smooth surface may not hold that well, so all the chains are running parallel to each other. This can lead some people to be suspicious of whether the glue will stick or they want it to stick, and treat it like other glues. Apply an extra portion of the glue just to make that hold just that little bit more secure. However, while applying extra glue makes for a stronger hold in most other glues, this is actually not the case with cyanoacrylates. Because of the hydroxyl ions in the water, the required element to hold the glue in place, applying a thick coating to the glue means that a substantial portion of the glue actually isn't exposed to the hydroxyl ions in the surroundings. So it either doesn't set or sets very slowly. Cyanoacrylates are one of the very few substances where less is more. A very thin coating applied to the surface means a large proportion of the glue rapidly bonds with hydroxyl ions and starts to quickly form the polymer chains required to make the glue sticky. Once the hydroxyl ions have bonded with the glue, the substance then becomes waterproof, does make the glue difficult to remove once it's stuck in the wrong place. However, warm, soapy water, acetone, and some oils will loosen the bonds to enable the superglue to be safely removed. The issue with hydroxyl ions activating the glue means that even without the glue being used, the glue can stick itself to inside of the tube or applicator. So these glues have a relatively short shelf life, which is also dramatically reduced once the tube has been exposed to the air. This shelf life can be extended if the glue is kept in a dry environment though. So that's superglue. Really crazy glue or useful chemical cyanoacrylate.